So I said we're going to talk about three things. The first is the journey, the second is you. Now, if you are to go through this leadership journey yourself, which means you're going to be some sort of a hero and you're going to help others become heroes, some understanding of yourself will actually be helpful. And there are many competing theories, many books have been written on it, there are a lot of management gurus who talk about it. I'm going to just pick on one small idea which I have found extremely useful, which is this idea of signature strengths. And here is the underlying principle. You are not going to do anything worthwhile in your life by trying to copy someone else. If you are a left-hander, stop trying to be a right-hander. If you are cut out to write really well, focus on that rather than overnight trying to become a great singer. If your influence on people is great, but for some reason you are not able to communicate and articulate, try and use that strength to overcome the other. The big challenge in education, and I'm not talking about education only in school and college, I'm talking about lifelong education, is it doesn't focus enough on my own true strength. So that's when giants become pygmies, because they are not in touch with what is my own strength. So a couple of thoughts in this, yeah, go ahead, you can just press it. No, that's going to come later. So there are two ideas which I'm going to share here, which many of you are going to be familiar with. But even if you are, I think there's some merit in revisiting it. Many of you have heard about this book called Good to Great by Jim Collins. Yeah? How many of you have heard of the book? How many of you have read the book? Such book. I strongly recommend you get a copy of it. You know, there are management books written and there are management books written. There are very few management books written which are actually based on research and practice of what actually works in the real world. To the best of my knowledge, Good to Great is one of those books. Anyway, why am I picking on that? I'm actually not talking about companies, I'm talking about you. In this book, Jim Collins has gone and researched a large number of companies and tried to see what makes some companies more successful than others. Okay, so basically he took 10, 15, 20 companies which stock price was completely flat for a long period of time. And then he took 10, 15 companies where it was flat and then suddenly went up. So obviously something happened. What he found through his research is the companies which are really successful combine three things. One, they are very clear about what they can be the best in the world at. So if your core capability is to create great engines, then you focus on creating great engines. If your great capability is creating a Web 2.0 platform, then focus on that. If your great capability is to make consumer products, then focus on that. But knowing what you're great at is not enough. The second is being very clear what you're really passionate about. Because if the people in the organization do not believe in that or are passionate about it, it is unlikely that that greatness will last. And the third is to be very clear what is the economic demand for what you are producing and what is the engine that drives it. So if you are a retailer, is it profitability per square foot? If you are a manufacturing company, then is it profit per ton of production, and so on and so forth. What is economic impact? I'm not going to dwell on his company-based theory. What I'm hypothesizing to you is the same applies to human beings. People who are really successful probably combine three things. A very good understanding of what is their core capability. And if you're not clear about your core capability, that's fine. To be in touch with what can you be really capable of. So I like to run. I can run 4-5 kilometers a day. If you really push me, I could run 10 maybe. I'm okay. You can see I'm not too fit or anything. But if I started harboring delusions that I'm going to win the 100-meter race next year, that would be dangerous, right? That would be just plain foolish. So how do we get in touch with what can we be the world's best at? Second, what are you deeply passionate about? So I shared, not that my story is any more interesting, I'm just familiar with it. I'm very passionate about children and teaching. I'm very passionate about social change. I'm passionate about potential of people. So I try to focus on that. Very often you come across in the organization people who are very driven in a certain thing, but they don't get enough room for that talent. That is the best way to suppress the chances of success. The third is having a very clear understanding of where is the demand for your skills and talent. What drives the economic engine? So if we are not able to get a clear understanding of how are we going to make a living out of this, either you have to be born very rich or run into a father-in-law. It is not a sustainable venture. Yeah? So again, I'd like you to do a thought experiment just with yourself right now. Okay? I'd like you to, sorry? Afterwards. Okay? So I'd like you to make these 3 circles on your whatever page or whatever you have. Just make these 3 circles and make sure that there is that overlap happening. Okay? Start with the one on top. Okay? I'm going to give you a question to focus on for each of the circles. Listen to that carefully. Otherwise you'll lose interest very quickly. Yeah? So just focus on the question. The top circle, which is what are you deeply passionate about? Okay? I want you to put 2 things. Okay? And don't be in a rush. 2 things which have kept you up at least one night in your life. Okay? And I'm not talking about worry things, but good things. Okay? I'm sure there are some people in the room for whom cricket is an obsession. They're in India, come on. Yeah? So I want you to write at least 2 things you are crazy about, but one of them has to be from work. Okay? You can give a longer list, that's fine. But 2 things that keeps you up at night. Okay? Is that clear, the first circle? The second circle, the one on the left. What can you be the best at in the world? Think back to the last whatever years. Don't be shy, you may have to go very far. Think of 2 instances when you really got an honest compliment. Okay? Honest feedback of positive performance, and I'm not talking about your looks or your waistline, about something you did. He's like, kya karenge? Okay, you can put that in the sidebar. But I want to think back to something